stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama problem. I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back because Alabama's dominance. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. The throw to the outside is complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead, but how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Catch in the middle. It's Cuevas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bell. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Booms.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Using his legs to buy some time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go up top on second and short. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. And the quick shuffle pass. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out of the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Buying some time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the option, he'll pitch it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Pittsburgh is currently trailing but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. With the catch, it's Miller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Miller. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the throw out to the sideline for just a few yards. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's dealt.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Bulldogs get enough for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Bell. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're nose-to-nose at the midfield stripe on 4th and inches. Has to get there to move the sticks. Still running at the 40. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Ncaa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play, but now, time for the 4th quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown tie! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, going up top. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. And And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's McCray. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown Bulldogs! These two teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we talked about it all week. These two teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got an open man. At the 45 on its way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run play action. snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Touchdown, Alabama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense, and now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time, one stop, less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gets the back moving. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. He wants a big play here late. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams and certainly